Hey everyone, so today I wanted to talk about Pride and why we actually have Pride, seeing as it's getting to the end of Pride month. I wanted to make one more Pride video. I'm not wearing my flower crown today because I cut my hair short and it looks really terrible with it. Excuse this mess as well, you know, I need to buy some hair gel, but it's really all over the place. So this video is just going to talk a little bit about why we actually have Pride, why Pride is important for those of you who have a bit of trouble understanding why we make such a song and dance about it. Okay, so just in case you didn't know, June is actually Pride Month, and all around the world, in countries where it's legal, we have parades where we wave rainbow flags. We'll get all dressed up in rainbow colours. I've actually never been to a Pride parade, so I don't actually know that much of what goes on, but you know, it's like a big festival where we all celebrate. Yeah, that's basically what Pride is. So first of all, let's talk about the countries where it's actually illegal to be gay. I've had a quick Google, and it says there's about like 70 to 72. I'm not sure. I think there's obviously a certain amount of countries where it's illegal to be in a gay marriage, and there are countries where it's illegal to have gay sex, and there are a certain number of those countries where you can actually be killed for being gay legally. Like it's part of the law. It's punishable by death to be gay. So that in itself is a pretty big point. Like, you can't be killed for being straight anywhere in the entire world, but you can be killed for being gay legally, like in like several countries. So that's pretty crazy. And there are also countries where it's illegal to spread gay propaganda. Okay, so the second point I wanted to make was thinking about countries like where I live in England, where we actually have quite a lot more rights. You know, we can get married, we can basically do a lot of the things that straight people do, but we still face homophobia. There are still like teenagers being bullied in schools for being gay. There are still slurs being used really regularly. The word gay is used as an insult. People use slurs. I suppose I won't say any of the slurs, but you guys know the kind of words I'm talking about. Not just in schools, adults as well. Then you've also got religious people. I'm not saying that all religious people are homophobic, because I know that's not the case, but there are quite a number of religious people over here that say that being gay is a sin, that God hates us, that we're going to hell, that, you know, we're just inherently sinful. And transgender people as well. I need to include transgender people. That's also important. It's not just gay people, obviously, also trans people, bisexual people, pansexual people. I haven't looked into as much about transgender rights and the issues that they face, like countries where it's illegal to be transgender. But anyway, since we're talking about countries, say taking for example, yeah, transgender people are murdered for being transgender because it's considered like a joke, to be honest. Like, people will joke about it, like a man wearing women's clothes. Well, obviously a trans woman isn't a man wearing women's clothes, but you know, it's joked about all the time, and it's kind of just something to be like that people mock. Even like I've said, like we're in a country where we have a lot of equal rights, but we're still not totally equal because we're still facing this kind of discrimination where literally transgender people are murdered, even though it's against the law. It's homophobic hate crime. It still happens. I think it's also important to mention the erasure that LGBTQ people have had throughout history. So I remember I watched a film a while ago called The Imitation Game. It was about Alan Turing. He was a man who helped us to win the Second World War. People estimate he saved millions and millions of lives, but he was put in prison for being gay. You know, like, he saved millions of lives and he was put in prison for being gay. So that was just one quick example. So a lot of LGBTQ people who've done amazing things throughout history have been like dismissed, and kind of what they've done has been like kind of ignored and like put in the background a little bit. But if you do a bit of digging around, yeah, you can find, like, people say about non-binary people that the word non-binary was just invented by teenagers on Tumblr who were just making it up for attention. But if you look around, non-binary people have existed for centuries. That if you just, yeah, I can link some stuff below, or maybe put some pictures up here. But yeah, non-binary people have existed for centuries. We've always been around. It's just that now people are accepted enough that people feel confident to come out as non-binary or as transgender or as gay. But we've always been here. We've been here for centuries. There are actually museums you can go to specifically that focus on LGBTQ history if you wanted more information. So the reason we have Pride really is just so that those of us who have faced discrimination, those of us who feel embarrassed about who we are and ashamed, can realise that we have a lovely community full of people who will accept us for who we are, who will treat us with kindness, and who will not discriminate against us for who we love or for who we are. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this has helped to educate you a little bit on LGBTQ rights and why we have Pride. Bye!